Where am I looking? Because I always look. Okay. Where am I looking?
We're live.
How are we?
Yeah.
7:59.
Oh, yeah, but we're live. See end stream.
Oh,
What are we supposed to do when we start?
not say anything?
Hello, everybody. It's Paul and Maureen here this evening. You know, I thought I'd ask Maureen. Well, actually, Maureen asked me if she could join me for this last hoorah here in the campground, didn't you, Maureen?
I certainly did not.
You know, Maureen likes to talk a lot. As you can see, we got our fire going. You know, I just hope it doesn't tip over. We'll be all right, though, I think. It's back far enough. We'll be good. So we have Blizzard out there laying in the grass. We got Coop up here on the table with us. Let me see if I can pull this down so you can see. There's Coop. He's just laying up here on the table. But anyway, let's just say hello to a couple people that joined us here so far this evening. Maureen, don't get nervous. We only have 1.3 million people watching us here this evening.
That's great.
But only 5 have signed in. Okay. Chuck Ash. You know who Chuck is?
I do.
Who's Chuck?
We stayed with them.
Okay. And what's his wife's name?
I'm horrible with
Remember
names.
she was talking about some baby? Remember they have a dog with 3 legs?
Yeah,
Remember?
they have 2 dogs.
2 dogs, yeah, but they have one with 3 legs?
Yes.
Okay, so what's his wife's name?
I am so
Chuck
sorry.
and Marie Ash. But anyway,
I
Chuck's
am
in the
so
house.
sorry,
He's probably
Marie.
he is probably out in his man cave working on cars. And then we got George Danik down there in Florida. You know what George's wife's name is?
Carol.
Carol. Here we go. Good deal. And then we got Kathy Beal in the house. You know what her wife's name?
Her husband.
Oh, her husband. That's right. You're good, Richard. Anyway, so and then we have Kent Grander, Dreaming Out Loud RVing, Dale Buckwalter, Mike Melanowski. Appreciate you joining us. New Horizons. Chuck Ash is here again. And yes, he is out in his man cave. Brian Matthews. And, well, Susan, don't give up. Don't despair. Things will work out. Hopefully your dealer works with you. Keep me posted. And I'll see if need be, if I get somebody else maybe on the ball with that as well. Roberto Medina down there in Florida, Kissimmee, Florida. Anyway, so, you know, I thought originally we were going to do something pertaining to, I don't know, something. But then I thought, you know what? This could be our last evening here in the campground. And I thought, well, it's the last live. I mean, not our last evening, but it's our last chance to do a live here at the campground. And I thought, what better way to finish out the season here at the campground than to go live, kind of talk about what transpired this year, this season, the good, the bad, the ugly, if there was any. Right, Maur?
True.
Okay, so Maureen, let's start with the ugly. What would you say the ugly was at the campground? You give your thing, and I'll chime in and let you know what I think maybe the ugly was.
The ugly is when I had to take the laundry out other places because we had water issues here. I don't know if I can say the one thing.
Well, we are leaving
Okay.
this year. This is it.
The other majorly ugly thing is that we're leaving. I had a very stressful, enjoying time here.
You're stressful.
Stress-free.
I was going to say stressful. Holy
Stress-free.
moly. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first.
Stress-free.
Stress-free. Yeah, she had to take care of the dogs and
here we go.
Go to the pool.
I knew you were going to say that.
Right? Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's what she thinks the ugly was. I mean, I thought the ugly was when we first got here. This campsite was horrendous.
True. But you did a lot of work on it.
So let's talk about the bad, because the bad, I think you hit on the bad. I think the bad was when we had water issues. right?
Big time water.
When they closed down the pools when they shouldn't have.
Well, you don't know. They shouldn't have.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Would have been more on the ball. They wouldn't have closed them down.
Well, let's not be nasty.
Oh, I would never. And not me. Not me. Mike Millenar says he loves the beard, Maureen. He thinks I'm look more like hold it, I saw it in there. Hold it. Somebody said something. Where was it?
Lumberjack.
Yukon Cornelius.
Oh, that's even
Well,
better.
today people were telling me I look like the Braun guy from the Braun commercial.
Brawny.
Brawny. Yeah, Brawny. I'm sorry, not Braun. Brawny. So I was carrying around rolls of
Paper towels.
paper towels, handing them out. Maureen loves the beard as well. As you can see, she every night she puts a little bit more gray in it. I'm going to have to get rid of it. So it just drives me crazy when she does this while I'm sleeping.
Maybe I'm giving you a hint to get rid of it.
Oh, I'm going to get rid of it.
No, get rid of your beard.
She really thinks it's growing on me, though, don't you think?
It is growing on you, but it's no.
I look more like Cooper,
No.
right?
I hate this time every year.
Every year, huh? It wasn't like this last year.
It was long.
I didn't wear my beard last year.
I think you did.
No, the year before that.
Oh, okay.
Remember, COVID wouldn't let me grow a beard.
Oh, sure. Why not?
I don't know. But anyway, so Maureen, why don't you tell them? Because I think you had a few good things about staying here this summer, this season.
A few?
I
Well,
think so.
I did. We met some very nice people. Two in particular are Paul's clients, now friends of ours, or they might have been your friends before he sold, which I'm thinking one couple might have been. And he had a lot of clients join him up here, and they were very nice people. We had friends that we met in Florida while camping come and visit us. Had a blast.
Do you remember his name?
Landon and Meredith.
Oh, yeah, good. I'm just checking.
And George. George came and visited
George
us.
did too. Where's George from?
Florida.
Mm-hmm. Where else?
It's one of the M's.
One of the M's, huh?
Minnesota or Michigan.
Oh.
Can't remember.
One of the M's. You got that, George? You live in one of the M's.
I can never remember which one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's up by the UP.
Now I'm bad on directions.
It's north of here.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, folks, how you got it? You heard it here first.
Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so anyway, what else, babe?
What else? The good things?
Yeah.
For the most part, we had really nice weather.
Cooper doesn't have it written on the bottom of his belly there. I know you're looking down.
I know. I always look down. I don't know. We did a golf cart parade almost every Friday night. Had a good time doing that.
What do we do at golf cart parades for?
We throw out candy to the kids every Friday when we were here.
This week it's Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, that's a blast. I think I guess maybe one of the other bad things about actually living out of a camper and working, in my opinion, because as we have such a nice compound here, is hanging out outside, and next thing I know, I'm looking at my watch or my phone and seeing what time it is and saying, yeah, I think I better get to bed. I got to go to work tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we had a few things go wrong with the camper while we were here, but because Maureen's very knowledgeable with these things, we were able to work around it. Don't you think, Maureen?
Sure.
There it went. It fell over, Maureen. See that? You didn't stack that wood right.
Oh dear.
Oh my goodness.
Look, it scared Blizzard.
So anyway, I'll get that later. I've got some stuff to pick that stuff up with. Yeah, we're good. It's not going anywhere. But that was really nice of Blizzard to keep an eye on that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, now it's a little colder weather. See, Maureen has her jacket on. We only turn the heat on in our camper here in the morning. Otherwise, we keep the AC on at night. We like waking up to 57 degrees in the camper. Right? Mm-hmm. I think the dogs like that as well. Yeah, we had a nice campfire going until it fell over. but that's okay. I kind of figured it might do that. We'll fix it when we go off of here, and we'll go out there and sit out there and relax a little bit.
Oh, the other thing that we did almost every night, we took the dogs on the golf cart ride. Ooh, don't say that too loud.
Yeah, don't say that, because I'll tell you, the white one behind us, he likes, that's Blizzard, by the way. He likes laying in the back of it, and he just sits up there and just watches as we go by everywhere. The little one here that's laying next to us here, let me just tilt this so I'll show you. This one, well, see, yeah, there he is. That one there, this is Cooper. He either sits with me in the front seat or sits with Maureen back in the middle seat. Oh, by the way, Maureen, what do you have in that koozie right there?
Coke.
You're drinking a Coke. You always drink Coke?
I do.
Anyway, but so, and I think another great thing we had fun this year was we got to go on a couple of trips. We got to go down to Castaways down in Maryland, down Ocean City. This last weekend, we went down to College Park, had another Grand Design rally. I think that was really a fun time. I think we had a little bit more time to do things because we got there earlier and stayed there a little bit later. So I think there was a lot of good things going on. So, but
Page.
Went down to Bethpage as well. So, but all in all, it was I think a great season. Learned a lot of different things, actually living out of the camper versus using it on weekends. Shared a few of those items in the RV use and maintenance seminars that I did at the Grand Design rallies. So, I mean, it was fun. And I think the dogs are going to be sad to leave here because I know we went and stayed at our son's house apartment, and it is not as dark in the morning in his apartment. And the dogs don't like that. They like to sleep into 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. That's because somebody else does. I have to get up and go to work. Some of us others, they're checking for holes in their eyelids.
Well, and some of us don't have to walk the dogs.
Really?
I walk them 2 or 3 times
That's
a day.
right. You do. You do a good job with that.
Yes.
And by the way, does anybody have any questions for Maureen?
For me.
Here. Yeah, for Maureen. And let me see what there is a question. Where are you staying for the winter? Well, here's our plans for the winter so far. So far, we're going to go live with our son as of this Sunday night. Don't worry, folks. We sat down. We set out the rules. It's his place, but we put our foot down.
No.
It's kind of like when they lived under our roof. So we're kind of changing the rules around. That way, there we can leave our soda cans out, our beer cans out.
Miss the trash can.
Yeah, just not do the dishes.
Leave our towels on the ground.
Yeah, just leave lights on, all that good stuff.
Turn the heat up.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah. So yeah, we set that stuff out. But so that's the first part. But then December 26th, we're gonna be heading to Florida, and we are gonna be going ahead and spending New Year's with some friends of ours, old Air Force buddy of mine, Bob, and what's Bob's? Oh, okay. Damn it. She's getting better, folks. As the night goes on, the more Coke she drinks. You need another Coke?
Yep.
Okay, she needs another Coke, folks. Yeah, see, she drinks the same kind of Coke I drink.
I do not. I'm not drinking that.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Oh, dang! I even brought an extra one out for her. And she's pretty slick. But anyway, so.
Well, we're going to Charleston.
Well, oh yeah, let's back up. That's
Yeah.
right. Well, let's back up. So anyway, yeah, this Sunday night we head over to our son's house. The next Saturday night we're going to be heading down to our other son's house down in Charleston, South Carolina. We're going to be going to see
Our grandson.
Is that what we're going down there for?
Yeah.
We have a grandson?
Yes. Patrick.
That's what his name is. Peck, I believe, right?
Yes.
P-E-C, right?
Yes.
That's it. So yes, by the way, Maureen, Bambi loves your nails.
Oh, thank you. My son doesn't. Our son doesn't.
But anyway, we're going down to Charleston, South Carolina, seeing my Air Force son and his lovely gal with our grandson. We're gonna go hang out there, help him out for a bit, and Then December 26th, we're heading down to Florida. We're going to spend New Year's with our buddy Bob and Ada Medina. They're in Kissimmee. I hope I said that right. Then we're heading over to St. Petersburg for a week. Then we're going to go down to Fort Myers. Then we're back up to the Tampa show. Looking forward to that. Meeting up with a lot of folks that I saw, earlier this year. And we're going to spend a little bit more time there this year. Then we got to plan some other things before we head back up to Maryland. So, does anybody have any questions? I know somebody made a comment about Maureen's nails. Blizzard kind of left the scene here. He's hiding over behind Maureen over here, but there he is over there. He enjoys just laying out here now that the weather's cooler, and he just likes laying out here. He could lay out here all night if he wanted to. So,
well, why'd you say everybody that's on here?
So let's see here. Jeff Coleman how is RV pricing right now? Is it similar to cars that MSRP is now the asking price and no discounts? Not at our dealership. No, that is not the case. We still do discount. Now, there are some that we don't, but those are units that we might only get one or two a year of. But for the majority of campers, yes, we are still discounting. Used campers, at this moment, used camper prices are staying up. I don't see that lasting much longer because you're going to see that as time goes on, more are going to be coming back on the market, and prices of new ones are going to continue to go up. But as more and more availability of used campers comes along, I see that the pricing for those to be coming down. Now, with that being said, you may be able to get a heck of a deal on one that may be a year or two old. So as of right now, though, prices on pre-owned, some that are maybe 2, 3, 4 years old, I mean, they're almost selling for almost what the heck they sold for new. So it's crazy out there. So now, am I leaving the camper in Gettysburg? No, I am not. No, I'm not. We're going to actually be taking it. I actually have to take it in for a little bit of service work, and then going to store it. Then we're taking it with us to Florida because we're going to actually be staying in it in Florida. So we're looking forward to that. That's going to be fun. So let me see what we got here. Yeah, I'll tell you. Yeah, Susan, I agree with you about the warmer weather. Looking forward to that, going back down there. Listen, I mean, I enjoy fall weather, but when it gets into winter, forget about it. I want to be in the sun. I want to be down where it's warm.
You want to be in the sun.
Well, I mean, somewhere where it's sunny. I mean, I don't like
you want to be
out
under the umbrella in the sun.
Right. Yes, that's the way I work. Yeah, I like to be in the shade, but I'd much rather be somewhere where it's warm. Absolutely. So, just like I did this year. Well, this year, I took the month of January, and Maureen and I, we took a trip to Florida, and we're doing that again this year. So, did you tour the battlefield, or have you been there many times? We did tour the battlefield one time. Unfortunately, I tell you, it is amazing how much stuff gets crammed into these weekends and not having time to go do things.
Did we go with Meredith and Landon?
No,
or George.
We went with George.
Yeah, George.
And I tell you, it's
time flew.
It's crazy how
I think this is the fastest summer I've ever had.
No doubt about that. But I think that's because we're getting older.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Oh,
I just think we were busy and we were having a good time.
Well, I'll tell you, we were. That's for sure. I mean, lots of things going on. And let's see. What else they got here? Let's see here. Planning on being in Tampa RV shows. Everything goes well. Yep. Well, good, Susan. Look forward to seeing you down there. Hope everything well. And listen, I'm sure you'll get things worked out. I feel confident about that. And there's Al Rude. Good evening, sir. No doubt we'll be seeing you Saturday morning. Al's coming to pick up his brand new Reflection 28 BH on Saturday morning. So looking forward to showing you through that. That's for sure. So anyway, so we like to keep things short. You can see we've been on here for 20 minutes, Maureen. Time flies when you're having fun. You know, what advice could you give for people out there that want to go ahead and do what we did? Sell the house, move into a camper, take the dogs with them, quit their jobs, and you did quit your job, right?
I tired.
Huh? I didn't say you retired. I said you quit your job. So, but what advice could you give to these folks out here for doing that?
Seriously?
Seriously, yeah, go ahead. Because I know. Hold on. Let's back up here. When I first asked you to do that, what was your answer?
No.
Yeah, it wasn't no. It was HE double hockey stick, something like that.
Because we had the children living with us.
And then when we talked the second time, what did the kids tell you?
To do it. And that made me feel better.
So what advice would you give, about not feeling bad for kicking the kids out, making them grow wings and flying, and all that good stuff?
Everything has a place in your camper, which this one does not understand. He just comes in and puts stuff down. That's my advice too. Because it's the women that are taking care of the campers.
Right. But my thing was, what advice do you have to give to them about maybe doing it? For those maybe they're on the fence, they're looking to sell the house, and maybe you can give them that bit of advice to maybe push them one way or another.
We sold at the correct time. You have to admit that. Okay. I think it's a great idea. I love it. I mean, it's just very stressless. Make sure I have the word right. And I enjoyed it. I mean, a lot of people said they couldn't see how Paul and I would be able to live in such a small space.
Maureen, this is big space.
And that's what I said. We're never inside the camper. We're always outside.
So over here behind me, let me turn this thing a little bit here. Over here, I have a cargo tent, and we have a TV in there. Normally, that's where I have this set up. And we have sofa and stuff in there, so we're able to stretch out in there as well. So it's kind of like our living room outside.
It's our conversation room.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, we had conversation there a couple times. So,
yeah.
We had a little table back here. We hardly ever use that, though, right? I think we use it maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
We have this picnic table up this end. We've got a nice big residential refrigerator. So you would recommend, if somebody wanted to do it, that go ahead and do it?
For the season or for full timing?
Full timing.
Full timing. I would. I definitely would.
Something you could do if you weren't too sure about selling your house, you could always rent your house. That way, there at least you get something to come back to.
Mm-hmm. Why didn't we do that?
Oh, no.
The kids said they'd rent it from us.
Maureen, maybe, and if you need 2 dogs that you kind of like to experiment with that, we'd be more than happy to loan them to you.
No, the dogs are very good. I mean, they adjust it very well. They did.
I think
the poor dogs don't know what's going on when we leave. We just put them in the truck and we leave, and yeah.
Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Scott Moore showed up.
Hey.
What's Scott's wife's name?
Don't know. I've never met Scott.
Okay, just checking. Mm-hmm. I thought it was Alicia.
Well, their last name's not Morris.
Oh. Okay, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
All righty then. So, any other questions for Maureen here this evening that she can answer? Or even me, if you have a question for me, I'll be more than happy to answer that as well. Maureen, well, you remember this, we had a time delay here. Remember how you used to be on your computer and you'd get the question first and then I'd finally see it? So sometimes there's a little delay here.
Okay.
We'll give it a little delay. Why don't you drink some of your Coke and I'll drink some of my Miller Lite here until the question comes in.
I don't think anybody's going to ask. No, it's been very delightful, and I'm glad we experienced it this summer.
Well, listen, I appreciate everybody taking the time out of their evening to come in and listen to us jibber jabber and kind of discuss what things were like for us this season. And please do give us a thumbs up, those of you who have not. If you're watching a replay, please do. And by the way, also, I do have, oh, look at that. Maureen, See, just like that.
I know.
When will your next video be? Any plans? Now, videos.
Oh, how do we handle? Oh,
Okay,
don't
good.
ask me
Well,
about the mail.
Well, yeah, we'll talk about the mail. All right, so
Don't
see,
ask.
look at it, Maureen. Just like that, boom, we got 2 questions. So next video, yes, I do plan on putting out a couple videos. I will be live on Tuesday nights. We won't be doing them here anymore. We'll be actually doing them from my son's apartment,
No.
cooped up in the bathroom.
No.
Probably.
He's got a community center over there you can take your stuff to.
Oh yeah, that's right. I could do a live from the community center, and I can have all those people in the background.
There's nobody over
cheer
there.
me.
It's a very nice apartment complex.
Oh well, we'll find out, folks, won't we? But anyway, so but yes, I'll be getting some videos out. I got a couple planned. I just got to take the time to go ahead and edit them and put them up. And then, how do you handle the mail? Well,
that has been the nightmare.
I'll tell you. The post office, they're so efficient, right? So before we even moved, we set up a P.O. box
in our town,
in the same post office that our mail comes for the house that we lived in.
But it's like 20 minutes from here.
Yeah, it's 20 minutes here.
Yeah.
But
it's been a nightmare. That's all I can say.
Things would still come in and go to the house and not get put in our P.O. box. And then, of course, people that bought our house would call us and we'd go pick it up. And then, of course, we get things like a month late. So that was a disaster initially. So I think we've got
a disaster.
Is it?
The mail you brought home last time was from May and August.
Yeah, so still a disaster. I mean, but the post office, they're efficient. They're getting better, though. I saw more people in there today when I went and picked up the mail. I guess they hired more people. So, but that's how we handle the mail. It comes in, it's late. We pay the late fees.
No. Oh, no, we don't.
Oh, we don't? She handled, I don't know.
No. The only thing that we had to pay the late fees on were the Easy Pass, because if I disputed the Easy Pass late fees, that was fine, but I would still continue to get late fees. And that was in Massachusetts.
Now, Maureen, and now that we're going to be moving into a place that actually has a kitchen and so forth, Brian Matthews has a question for you. Are you going to be starting your cooking shows?
You know what, Brian? When we were at Keen's place last week, I said to Paul, I actually do miss cooking and cleaning.
So is that a yes? You're going to start doing?
No.
We're going to start doing cooking lives in Maureen's kitchen, or Keen's kitchen for Maureen's cooking. Maybe you do a teaching video. You'll be teaching Keen how to do something, and people can watch it.
Thank you, Brian, for asking me a question. No, Keen was very happy that we were there because he got dinner and he had lunch the 2 or 3 nights we were there, and leftovers.
Yeah, the reason why we went there is because we picked him up at the airport late one night, and then it was late. We didn't get back to his place like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
But then the water was cut off here.
Yeah.
So we stayed a couple nights there. So anyway, I mean, how many people would like to see Maureen do cooking live YouTube videos? I mean, come on live and show you all how to cook. I mean, because she's a fabulous cook.
I used to be a fabulous cook.
It'll all come back to you, Maureen. It's like riding a bike. Man, I'm thinking most people are going to say, you know what? They want to see it. Bring it on. I'll just sit back and I'll just set up stuff for you.
No.
Lights, camera, action.
No.
I'll keep the dogs out of your way.
I will tell you, my sister does cooking classes, and she is wonderful.
Oh, you could probably bring her in and maybe teach her a couple things.
No.
Huh? What do you think, Maureen? I think people said, look at, you got 2.1 million people watching you right now. I'm thinking you get quite a following. Look at a cooking show, Maureen. I'm thinking Maureen would be, we're gonna come up with a name for her channel. Go, Maureen, go, girl.
Okay, thanks, Ken.
See that? I'm thinking you got a thing going on here.
Let me think about it.
For about 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fat no.
Maureen, Dale says, do it, girl. Dang it. If Meredith and Landon were on here, they'd be saying go for it as well. Same thing with if Marie was on here, she'd be saying the same thing. If Carol was on here and George and Bob, if they were still in here, they'd be saying, damn it, Maureen, do it, girl.
Thank you all, but no.
Look, you got another one. Colleen D said yes. Tell you, she could start, Maureen, we'll start off easy cooking class. Okay? Like how to do pancakes.
It is tough cooking at a campground. It is. I tried to do stuff out of my, what was it, crock pot oven thing. And that was okay, but I burnt the pizza a couple of times.
So it could be a learning lesson for everybody on what to do and what not to do. Well, Maureen, I think the consensus is that people say, you go, girl. Look at Kathy Beal says, you go.
Thanks,
See
Kathy.
that? Kathy, I mean, Kathy and Richard would be watching. I'm thinking they'd be one of your favorite fans.
Let me think about it. Let us get settled in our son's apartment.
All right, so listen, it's not going to be run in conjunction with my Tuesday night lives, okay, folks? We're going to have to do something different for that. Maybe we'll do it have her do it at like one of my late nights when I'm not home.
Okay, and how am I supposed to set that up?
It was just a thought, folks. Just a thought. I mean, I don't know. You know what? See, it was like selling the house, and she told me no. And she's been telling me no for this cooking videos for how long now, Maureen?
It's going to be still a no.
So I just got to keep pressing her. And I'm thinking maybe the kids go, Mom, you need to do this. I'm thinking maybe she'll do it.
No.
Maureen, you got all these people's hopes up.
Just let us get settled.
I mean, what happened to that lady you met in the park here in this campground that saw you walking Blizzard? And what did she say she was looking forward to? Your cooking lives, right?
Yeah, she recognized Blizzard.
And your hair.
Yeah.
Right. See, so I'm thinking, Maureen, people are looking forward to that. And I think you'll have a better following than I do.
I doubt it.
I think it's
Okay, guys.
And gals,
Yes.
we appreciate you all coming in. Maureen has her hands full here. I got to just get the mouse over here. I just hope the dog doesn't eat it. We're going to sign off for this evening. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for chiming in. Appreciate you coming back and watching us on replay. And I'll be back at you again next week from an undisclosed location here in an undisclosed state of Maryland.